welcome everybody to our Zoom at noon yoga practice. I am coming back after a few weeks off. I've been teaching virtually live, but we haven't done a recorded class in a while. And it's because about a month ago, my grandma had a stroke. And then a few weeks after that, she passed away. And it's taken me this long to be able to get those words out without crying. And I can't promise I won't shed a few tears today, but I wanted to come back to the mat with you all and record this class as a way just to show you, show myself maybe, that movement and breathing can be so helpful when we're dealing with a big emotional event. So we're going to work through this together as we find our way to a comfortable seat on our mats. Wherever you are starting from, I just want you to know that it's okay. And if you need to have a box of tissues near your mat, totally fine. If you want to grab a pillow, or I'm going to grab a yoga block. I think most of you who are on live have one of these, but if you're watching this recording, you can pick these up at Amazon, any storefront that sells yoga props. Just get one that works for you, has a little bit of stability and a little bit of support. We're just going to set that to the side as we drop our hands into our lap and sit up nice and tall. Take a big breath in. Exhale it out. Close your eyes and start to notice where you're at this morning or afternoon, whatever time it might be for you. Focusing on the breath as it comes in and as it goes out, finding your own beautiful, unique rhythm. And know that if you need to stay right here, you're welcome to for as long as you need. Settling into a seat, finding your breath. We'll start to incorporate some movement if that feels all right. Taking an inhale, sweep the arms high to the sky. Exhale, drop your right hand to the ground or to your block. Send the left arm over. Find a long side body stretch here. Relax through the neck. Let your head fall to the right. Try to take a few more breaths, creating expansion and depth. Inhale, let's come back up to center. Reach those arms high to the sky. Exhale, let the arms drop long beside you. If you use the block on the first side, move it over to your second side, knowing that it's available for the left arm. As we inhale, reach those arms high. Exhale, now we're going to drop our left hand either to the ground or to the block as we send our right arm over. Using our breath to create that space, knowing that it's going to be uncomfortable. But if we keep breathing, we can expand our comfort zone. One more breath, find your edge. Inhale, let's rise up to center, reach those arms to the sky. Exhale, drop the hands down in front of you. Stay seated as the fingertips walk towards the top of the mat. The head will hang heavy, releasing any tension down the back of the neck. Inhale. Let's walk ourselves up to a seat. Take your time. Exhale it out. If our legs are crossed, let's switch them so the opposite shin is in front. This is a good way to balance out the hips and notice if we are favoring one side of our body over the other. Dropping our hands to our lap, sitting up tall, breathe in. Exhale it out. Inhale, turn the hands to face up, palms to the sky. Exhale, bring your thumb and first finger together to touch. Feel that connection. Inhale, open, spread the fingers wide. Exhale, now thumb and middle finger come together to touch. Feel that connection. Inhale, open, spread the fingers wide. Exhale, thumb and ring finger come together to touch. We're working our way across the hand. Inhale, open, spread the fingers wide. Exhale, thumb and pinky finger come across. Good. Inhale, open, spread the fingers wide. Exhale, thumb and all four fingertips. It's like we're pinching something with each hand. Inhale, open, spread the fingers wide. One more time like that. Exhale, pinch with each hand. Good. Inhale, open, spread the fingers wide. Exhale, now make a fist. Squeeze the hands as tight as you can. Lift those fists right up to your forehead. We might imagine transferring anything that's on our mind, any thoughts or worries, stress or tension into our fists. We're going to breathe in right here. Exhale, drop the hands, throw it away we go. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, make a fist, bring the hands right up to the forehead. Exhale, throw it away we go. 2 more times. Once more, make that fist, draw it up. Exhale, throw it away, breathe it out. Hands to our sides, circle the hands at the wrists. Really good for our carpal tunnel. For those of us who might be spending a lot of time at our desks or working in the garden, we're going to switch directions. Circle those hands the opposite way. Noticing the muscles up into the forearms, taking a breath in, exhale, shake it out. Good. Release the hands. Let's swing our legs around and come to a tabletop on our hands and knees. Finding our way to tabletop, palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Then drop the belly button towards the earth, lift the hips and the head up. This is our cow pose. Big arch through the spine. Breathe in. Exhale, pull the belly button up and in, round cat back, squeeze. Let's try that one more time. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. One more time, move at your own pace, exaggerate these movements as we loosen up into our spine. Good. With an inhale, let's come to center, neutral table. Exhale, step the right toes to the back of the mat, ball of the foot to the ground. Keep the left hand under your shoulder. Let's take an inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Open through the chest. Plant the right foot into the earth. If the floor feels too far away, this could be another place where we grab our block underneath the left hand. And you can adjust, right? So you can come up as high as you need to. Feeling those side obliques, stabilizing the body. Hold here. If we want more of a challenge, we're going to lift the right foot up off the ground. Good. We can stay right here or send the right arm overhead. Feel that long line of energy traveling from the right fingertips to the toes. Good. Take another breath in. Now try to keep the right leg lifted as we exhale. Lower the right hand to the earth. We're going to step our right foot next to the right hand on the outside of the right pinky finger. Breathing into our hips, soften the elbows. Let that head hang heavy. If there's room for you to bend your elbows, maybe lower down to one or both forearms. Keep the right knee over the ankle. Inhale, let's walk ourselves back up to the palms. Exhale, we're going to tuck the left toes as we pick up that back knee. So we're in an active runner's lunge. Breathe in, step the right foot to meet the left, high plank. Good. Now with an exhale, drop to the knees, shift the hips back, child's pose. Arms extend, forehead comes to the earth. Inhale, lift the hips, return to your tabletop. Exhale, shake the hips from side to side. Good. With our next inhale, we're going to step the left toes to the back of the mat, ball of the foot to the ground. Press into the right hand. Use the block if you need to as we lift our left arm high, open for your modified side plank. Good. Body is in one line. We want to be careful that we're not sticking our butt out behind us, right? Keeping the hips lined, stacked up, left over right. If we want that added challenge, float the left foot up off the ground. Maybe reach the left arm overhead. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower the left hand. Keep that left leg lifted. Then we're going to step our left foot next to the left hand. Taking that low lunge, bend the elbows, soften the chest towards the earth. Allow your breath to create space. When things are uncomfortable, sometimes there's not a whole lot we can do, but breathe through them. So we'll practice that together a few more rounds right here. Inhale, let's walk ourselves up to the palms. We're going to tuck the right toes to pick up that back knee. Engage your core. Step the left foot to meet the right. High plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. If that's too intense, tabletop or child's pose are your modifications. Relax through the back of the neck. Pedal out the legs. keeping the tailbone high to the sky. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or jump, feet to hands. Let's come to our forward fold. Let the head hang heavy. The neck is relaxed. We breathe in and breathe it out. Take the left fingertips to the ground, right between the feet. If your hand doesn't reach the floor, that again is a place where our block could be useful to bring the floor up to us. Left fingertips are down. Inhale, reach the right arm up. IT band twist. Straighten through the right knee, bend the left. Draw your heart towards the right leg. Exhale, release the right hand. Replace the left hand with the right. And then let's take our IT band twist on the left. We're going to bend the right knee, straighten the left as we reach our left arm to the sky. Notice how things change with each breath. Exhale, release, hands to the earth. Inhale, roll yourself up to standing. Take your time. Head is the last thing that will lift up. Rising to stand, we breathe in and breathe it out. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Keeping your hips facing forward, twist at the navel to the right, reaching your arms wide in a T at shoulder height. We're going to gaze over our right shoulder, press the right hip forward. Feel that twist in your center. Inhale, reach back up to the sky. Exhale, let's take our twist to the left. Open the arms, twist, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, let's come back to center, reach those arms to the sky. Exhale, release, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, lift halfway, palms to shins, flat back as we peek forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to a high plank, top of your push-up. On your toes or on your knees, bend the elbows, slowly lowering the chest to the earth. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra, or a full up dog is in your practice. You can take that variation. Breathe in here. Exhale, plant the hands, tuck the toes, and let's take our hips back to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Down dog is a place where we can return home. It gives us a chance to check in, right, and see how we're doing. Know that if you need a rest, down dog can be a place to find it, modifying by coming into tabletop or even our child's pose. Take another full breath in. Exhale it out. From our down dog, let's lift the right leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Pivot the back heel to the mat and rise up, warrior one. Arms to the sky. If those arms need a break, hands can come to your hips or to your heart. Anytime our hands are above our head, that's going to get our heart rate up. So if you're having a hard time catching your breath, just modify, check in. Hips are squared, right hip shifting back slightly, left hip sliding forward. Tailbone is tucked, low belly engaged. Good. From our warrior one, let's take our hands behind the back. Interlace your fingers. Draw the knuckles back towards the left heel, pushing the heart forward. Breathe in. Exhale, humble warrior. Send the heart forward, right shoulder to the knee. Keep pressing weight into that left heel. Good. Inhale, release your grip. Reach the arms back up to the sky. Warrior one. As we lift through the fingers, try not to take the shoulders to the ears. Keep some space in the neck. Exhale, drop the hands, drop your left knee. Straighten the right leg as we shift our hips back for a half split. You can flex through the right foot, feeling more awareness down the back of the leg, or you can point the toes to feel it in the top. Maybe do a little bit of both. Inhale, let's come forward, back to our low lunge. We're going to take our hands around the right foot, tucking the left toes to lift the back knee. Good. Now plant your hands, step the right foot to meet the left, high plank. Know that you can always go straight to down dog or move through that chaturanga push-up. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, hips go high. We meet in our downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Returning to down dog, again, gives us a chance to check in with ourselves and with that intention that we set at the beginning of our practice. Knowing that stuff might get a little challenging, and it's okay. We can feel all of that challenge, every little bit of it, and know that we are strong enough to stay right here, to work through it together. Take a big breath in. Exhale it out. From our down dog, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Pivot the back heel to the mat and rise up, warrior one. Arms to the sky, hips squared forward. Breathe in, breathe it out. Yesterday was a particularly challenging day for me, and my boyfriend reminded me that everything that I thought was the hardest thing in my life, I've made it through. And so have you. Warrior one is a posture that reminds us of that, right? Feeling the strength, the power of our legs, the ambition of our arms reaching up towards the sky. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Taking our hands behind the back, weave the fingers together. We draw the knuckles towards the heels, lift the chest up, breathe in. Exhale, humble warrior, knowing that we've never fully arrived, continuing to push forward. releasing our grip. Inhale, take those arms back up, warrior one. Exhale, drop the hands and lower the right knee, shifting the hips back, half split. Try to mirror whatever you did on the first side here on the left. Good. 2 more breaths right here. Wonderful. Inhale, let's come forward back to our low lunge. Hands around the left foot. We'll plant those palms, step the left foot to meet the right, high plank. Breathe in. Exhale on the toes or the knees, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift those hips, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths in your down dog. With an inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, step or jump, feet to hands. Let's come to a forward fold. Inhale, roll up to standing, stacking one vertebrae on top of the next. As the head lifts up, breathe in, exhale, let it go. Good. So we're standing at the top of our mat. We're going to take a quarter turn to face the long edge of our mat. Depending on your space, you can just adjust your mat or adjust your stance, whatever works. We want our feet wider than our hips, and then turn those toes out and those heels in. Good. Nice wide stance. Breathe in. Hands to the hips. Exhale, bend the knees. Sit low. Rock the hips from side to side. Create some space in those hip joints. Good. Even out through both sides. Let's come back to center. Straighten up through the legs. Inhale, reach the arms high. This is our star pose. Spreading through the fingers, spreading through the toes, taking up plenty of room. This is a posture that can boost our mood. So even if we're having the worst day possible, maybe find your way to the mat and take a few breaths right here. Expanding through the fingers and the toes, feeling the connection of our soul to the stars. We breathe in. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows 90 degrees. Goddess pose. Shoulder blades draw together down your back. Hips are going to press forward as the tailbone tucks underneath. Good. Keep that heart open. I know it's hard to do. Inhale, let's lift up back into our star pose. Exhale, sink down to goddess. 3 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink it down. 1 last time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink it down. Good. Stay low. Bring those hands together at your heart. Horse pose. Inhale, lift the heels if that's available to you. If not, keep those heels down. Pulse the hips right here. Pulse. Pulse. Shoulders back. Here for 4. Nice adjustment. 3, 2, 1. Drop those heels. Reach the arms up. Turn into a star. Yes. Turn the toes forward, heels back. So the feet are parallel. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. The head can hang heavy. Tailbone points up. Hands can be on the ground or hanging in that direction. We could grab hold of our ankles. Or if there's a headstand or a handstand in our practice, feel free to take that now. Inversions help us adjust our way of thinking.
especially when the world feels like it's upside down. Good. Release your grip. Let's meet back in that wide leg forward fold. And then take an inhale, roll up to standing. Again, stacking one vertebrae on top of the next. Head is the last thing that lifts up. Breathe in. Breathe it out. Heel toe the feet towards each other. And then let's take a quarter turn to come back to the top of our mat. Finding our way to the top of the mat, breathe in, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your high plank, and then lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, hips go high, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe it out. With an inhale, walk your hands to meet your feet at the back of the mat. Inhale, let's roll up to standing. Exhale, bring the hands to your hips as we find our way to standing at the back of the mat. Breathe in, breathe it out. If balance is really challenging for you, it might be helpful to have a block on the left side of you, in front of your left foot. Okay, so if you want to have that available, feel free to grab it. Hands to our hips. We're going to shift our weight into the right foot as we turn our left knee out and place the left heel against the right leg. Now, this could be a place where that block is helpful. As we slide the foot up, toes can stay on the block, or we can bring the arch of our foot around our right calf muscle. If you have the flexibility to take this pose, tree pose, a little deeper, maybe grabbing for the left heel, pulling it up to the right thigh, go for it. I'm not there today. Been a couple weeks I've been off, so, got to adjust the body, and that's okay. When we're ready, bring the hands together at your heart, finding your balance. What does tree pose look like for you in this moment? That might be different than the tree pose that you took yesterday or 2 weeks ago or a month ago when things were very different. Maybe we grow some branches. Maybe we hold onto a wall, right? All of it's good. What does your tree need to grow? Take another breath or two wherever you're at. Let's try to come out the same way we came into this, hands to our heart, releasing that left foot to the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, hands return to our hips. If you use the block on the first side, we could grab it and bring it over to the right side now. Hands to our hips. We're going to shift our weight into the left foot, turn the right knee out, moving into tree pose on this side. Right toes could stay on the ground like a kickstand. The foot could slide up to the calf. We could use our block for some support. Sometimes one leg will feel different than the other. Notice what you need here. When we have that foundation, hands to our heart, or growing up tall like branches, maybe they sway in the breeze. And if you're a gardener, maybe tree pose isn't what this is. Maybe it's more like tomato plant pose, right? And we got to have a cage around us to help us grow tall. That's okay. Let's take a few more breaths. Exhale when you're ready, hands to the heart, and then release the right foot to the ground. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the hips. Take a big breath in and let it go. Drop those hands. Make sure your block is out of the way. We're standing at the back of our mat. Inhale, reach the arms high to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, walk the hands out. Take one more chaturanga or go straight to down dog. We'll all meet back in our down dog, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, step or jump all the way through. Let's have a seat on our mat. So we come to our seat. Legs will open to a wide V. Sitting up tall, inhale. Exhale it out. Good. With an inhale, reach both arms to the sky. Rotate the rib cage to the right. Exhale, hinge at the hips over your right leg. Inhale, let's reach the arms back up to the sky. Exhale, rotate the rib cage to the left and then hinge over the left leg. Feel the right shoulder coming across the body for this twist. Inhale, let's come up to center, turn to face forward. And exhale, wide leg forward fold. Drop those hands to the earth, melt the chest towards the ground. Inhale, let's walk ourselves up to a seat. Take your time. Exhale, draw the heels together at the top of the mat and shake out through the knees. Good. Put a bend to the knees, placing your toes at the top edge of the mat, making sure there's plenty of room behind you. Let's lower all the way down to our back. Hands to our sides, tailbone on the earth. Breathe in, breathe it out. If you need a little bit more neck support, you can put your block under your head. With our next inhale, pick up the right ankle, cross it over the left thigh. Ankle over thigh, the knee is going to open away from the body. This could already be giving you a pretty good stretch in the outside of the right hip, knee, or ankle. So you can keep the left foot on the ground. If you want more sensation in this stretch, lift the left foot up. Option to take the hands around the left thigh. So the right hand is going to go in between your legs. Once you've got your grip, the head is on the ground. So we're not straining that neck. Supine pigeon can be a pretty uncomfortable pose. So just do the best that you can to breathe through that discomfort. With an exhale, release your grip if you have it. We're going to lower the left foot to the ground, dropping our hands to our sides. Uncross the right foot, place the right foot to the ground. Breathe in, breathe it out. One more time, let those hips recenter. Breathe in and breathe it out. Inhale, pick up the left ankle, cross it over the right thigh. Again, option to keep the right foot on the ground. If you want more sensation, pick that right foot up. Go for the grip, hands around the back of the right thigh, head is down. This will not last forever. This discomfort, this pain. Try to stay with it, to breathe through it. Take a few more breaths, noticing the changes you are creating just by staying here. With an exhale, we're going to release, lowering the right foot, uncrossing the left ankle, feet to the floor, hands to our sides. Rock the knees from side to side. Let's even out through both sides. Come to center, straighten the legs out long in front of you and reach the arms overhead. Find this early morning stretch. Good. With our next exhale, invite the left knee into the chest. Take your hands around the left shin and hug it into the left armpit. Wind removing pose. This can be a good posture for digestion, helping us to let go, release any toxins that our body doesn't need to hold on to. Inhale, open the arms wide to a T. Exhale, send the left knee across the body, twist it out. We can turn our head to the left or look up towards the sky to keep our neck neutral. Inhale, bring the left knee back into the chest, strap the hands around the shin, give it a squeeze. Exhale, release that right leg long, taking the arms overhead. Find your early morning stretch. Breathe in. Exhale, invite the right knee into the chest. So now we're on the opposite side, knee towards the armpit, feel the compression. With an inhale, we'll open our arms to a T. And exhale, send the right knee across the body, twisting it out. Inhale, let's bring the right knee back into the chest. Then exhale, invite the left knee in as well. Wrapping our hands around the shins. We're going to thank ourselves for being here. Lift the head up, engaging through the core, squeezing everything in our body tight. Notice if there's anywhere that needs another stretch, twist, anything at all. If there is, feel free to take any final movements. Otherwise, with an exhale, we're going to release. And just as hard as we were working, now we'll find a rest, extending the legs and the arms, taking up plenty of room on our mat. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Take a sweet Shavasana. If you'd like to remain in Shavasana, you're welcome to for as long as you need. This space is yours. When you're ready to be guided out, let's begin by deepening our breath. As we invite our breath more consciously into our bodies, we can engage in some movement through the fingers and the toes, letting that movement grow and expand, finding our early morning stretch, maybe putting a bend to the knees. When we're ready, we'll roll to our favorite side. Pause in fetal pose, a posture that represents new beginnings. Giving yourself a chance to start fresh and new as we rise up from this seat. Taking a moment of community right here. Hands joined together at our heart centers. Knowing that life can be very challenging at times, but we've got everything in us that we need to do whatever it is that we desire. Wishing you love and care until we meet again. Let's lift our thumbs to our foreheads as we bow and say, Namaste.